Eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, have the lights on us. Fires to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tides fall off. She know I'm a G, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She breaks into me like an athlete. She two with the G's, don't see no way, Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go, yeah. Shooting star, yeah, all over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not what my way and go, yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO, yeah.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCarthy going to put it up right away. Being chased out left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now they'll audible to something else. McCarthy operating from the gun. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
And that's out quickly to Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Come on, set! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Head the street, head the street.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Here's McCarthy. To the sideline and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Lions. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now McCarthy. Flushed out right, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
21G. Out.
Here's Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On play action, McCarthy. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
An inside give, Brown. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Throwing is McCarthy. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
60 Bison. Go.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Wise. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Harris fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19.
Again, it's Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Yeah. Watch it, Oscar. All right, come on.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Up the middle they go. Bonds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Bonds. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Cowboy 80.
To the air with McCarthy. This will be caught by Brown. That one a first down pickup of 8. Looking to throw McCarthy. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And now an audible here into something else.
70 range, 19 tight, 19 tight, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Take go.
Throwing again, McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Tracking 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Bronco 80. Get up. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Go ahead,
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. On now the Miami field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. I was just confused on that one. I had 3rd down written. It said 3rd down on the scoreboard. Do you think the sideline lost track? Maybe they thought it was 4th?
Something went haywire, and I'll admit it, I've lost track of downs before, but I'm not the one calling plays. I'm not the one keeping track here. They have to know this. And look, I love my football north of the border as much as anyone, but here it's 4 downs. All right, I can't believe they tried it that way and then went ahead and faked it as well. Nothing doing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2 are going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
third down. Here's Abanikanda. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
All right, fellas, listen up. Go ahead.
Now Tua. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Again, Abanikanda. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Miami. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Now they'll change things up. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Man open left side is Brown. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that's out quickly to Chase. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throw left side complete to Chase. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To the air again, McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. An audible here to get a new look. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And this throw will be intercepted. And running with power here. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Let's go.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Unlock Ryan. Unlock Ryan. 19 Lion.
Throwing is McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. It's Wise. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's McCarthy. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Got a man. It's Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Now McCarthy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 28-yard line.
18 Rattler. Warriors 70.
And Chase will go in motion left. To the air with McCarthy. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Airs this out for Matthews. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
He finds his man complete. It's Fisher. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set up. 19 Tiger. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. Check Bobcat.
Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left.
Check go.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is caught at the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into the... And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Able to push his way through. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because You're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Tua sets up to pass it. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Come on, three, kick. Out.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
From the gun, here's Abanikanda. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Come on, set, go.
On play action, McCarthy. Open target, here's Matthews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. On play action, now McCarthy. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And now they'll shift things around. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
65 cat, 65 cat.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. He finds his man complete. That's Fisher. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Throwing again, McCarthy. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 19 Lion. Check go.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
21G.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log